035's command.
Hello, Dr.Long here. Today we're going to be going over an SCP that really shows the ability of Foundation Mobile Task Force to keep something under the radar. Let's get to it and you'll see what I mean. SCP-036. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures. Once every year, a mobile task force is dispatched from Containment Command 02 in Expunged to Site 22A to defend the runway and airport located there. The civilian facility is to be cleared of all non-SCP personnel by 400 hours on September 23rd, and no one is to be allowed to return until sunrise the next day. On October 1st, all civilians must be evacuated again before sunrise and will not be allowed on Site 22A until the return of the pilgrimage flight. Pilgrims in transit from arrival flight awaiting departure on the pilgrim flight may only be cross-examined by a researcher with a Level 3 security level clearance or higher. Description: SCP-036 includes the location Site 22, a small airport in the Mosul region of northern Iraq, and Site 22B, the destination of the passengers boarding Site 22A. The key components of SCP-036 are the arrival flight, a passenger plane that varies in makes and model from year to year that arrives shortly before dawn on September 23rd. It appears on the radar about 30 to 40 kilometers away from Site 22A. When it lands, pilgrims exit the plane and enter the terminal. No crew have ever left the plane. Observation have only revealed a masked pilot and co-pilot. This plane leaves quickly after the pilgrims exit and does not wait for clearance to take off, nor does it identify itself upon approaching for landing. The pilgrims, people of the Yazidi faith that exit the arrival plane, who are said to be undergoing the Guhorîn. Each year, they are examined and identified as various people of the Yazidi faith that have died during the previous year. This is done through birth certification, photo IDs, specific knowledge questions, and when possible, fingerprints. Most have been known to be friendly and amicable, though most are reluctant to give details about the Guhorîn. In the past, all have shown to be unable to recognize families and friends, or been able to remember any information beyond what short-term memory would normally allow. In the late afternoon of September 23rd, most pilgrims begin to emphasize how important it is that their pilgrimage must begin. At that time, they will file onto the pilgrimage flight plane and depart, never to be seen again. The pilgrimage flight, a passenger plane provided by SCP personnel for transport of the pilgrims. It is manned by a crew of trained Yazidi holy men. The crew are typically never able to elaborate upon details of the pilgrimage or what the Guhorîn actually is. SCP equipment on board functions optimally, but recorded data will only slightly increase our understanding of the pilgrimage each year. Though the flight is gone for 7 days, the crew and recorded data are only able to account for a few hours. Days are missing from the recording equipment and cameras, though nothing abnormal is ever observed. The plane disappears from the radar and visual contact is lost about 50 to 60 kilometers away from Site 22A, until it returns about sunrise October 1st. Site 22B, the destination of the pilgrimage plane. It is a small airport consisting of a runway and a single building located at coordinate Expunged. It has only been observed by pilgrimage crew and cameras on the plane. It does not appear on satellite images, and attempts to reach it on foot have failed, once with disastrous result. Cameras have trouble focusing on the area as the heat from the ground usually causes the mirage-like visual effects of all objects more than few dozen meters away. A flyover with an SCP reconnaissance plane several weeks before the pilgrimage revealed an undeveloped land and what looked like an ancient stone statue. In the 1990s, SCP Mobile Task Force Sigma 4 attempted to reach Site 22B during the time of their pilgrimage. Upon the approach, the communication was lost and the task force was never heard from again. No other exploration attempts are advised during the 7 days of pilgrimage. Originally, the Kurdish-speaking Yazidi people around Mosul secretly performed the pilgrimage themselves. Pilgrims from the east were escorted by masked armed guards on camelbacks into the care of the Yazidi holy man. It has been explained that the holy man would then take the pilgrims west to their land of the dead, where the pilgrims would wait to be reborn back into the Yazidi people. The Kiraz Guhorîn, literally Kurdish for changing garments, is used to describe the belief of reincarnation that lesser souls of the Yazidi undergo. While this actual pilgrimage was done in secret, a symbolic pilgrimage and Kiraz Guhorîn are performed every year at this time by other Yazidi. During the 1960s, land acquisitions by Kurds and Muslims, attacks by Turks, and punitive laws by Islamic Iraqi government restricted the movement and customs of the Yazidi. During that time, the Foundation stepped in and offered an aid in the way of an advantageous clause that granted SCP planes unrestricted access to the airport facilities in the area. Almost immediately, mysterious planes carrying pilgrims from the east began landing at the local airport, and an elusive airport in the destination appeared as well. End of audio log. Like, imagine this happens every year and they're able to keep it under the radar. At this point, the Foundation could make anything disappear and we wouldn't know about it. And to be honest, I've made many things disappear that we don't know about. Kind of a scary thought, but I guess it's not out of the ordinary for the Foundation. Anyway, moving on, that's gonna be it for today. I'll see you folks in the next one.